And that's also why Lindsey Graham's intervention lands the way it does. When a figure like Graham flies into Israel, publicly, to push the case for confrontation, he's not bringing any new analysis here, he's just bringing more pressure. He's there to collapse hesitation into inevitability, to treat escalation as a test of resolve rather than a calculation of consequence. But that kind of pressure only works when the underlying conditions support it. When the underlying conditions are being described as fragile, as stretched, as uncertain, the pressure becomes noise rather than momentum. A lot of people do think of Lindsey Graham as little more than noise. It's also telling that Graham's push is happening at the same time Israel is privately asking for delay. Because those two things, they don't reinforce each other, do they? They expose a split between ideological appetite and operational comfort. One side wants action because it believes action proves strength. The other wants to slow things down because it's looking at inventories, response scenarios, and home front risk. That split doesn't disappear because one person can shout louder than another. It just sits there being unresolved and shaping what is actually possible in the end. So all of that fixes the deeper consequence that matters most in all of this. Israel no longer fully controls the means by which its most extreme strategic preference can be carried out. The means are conditional. They run through Washington's decisions, Washington's assets, Washington's tolerance for fallout. Israel can advocate, but it cannot unilaterally execute the version of escalation it wants without accepting costs it's now briefing against. And that condition doesn't vanish if a strike eventually happens.